Hi everyone, it's Jo here and welcome back to my channel. I'm here again. It's June. So time for another hashtag grungy tag challenge 2026, which is hosted by Laurie at Piles of Paragraphs. I'm excited to do this month. I've been itching to get back into my craft room. I've been out of it for a while, just busy doing life. So yeah, I've got some bits together for this month's challenge, which is 6 is stamped. So we're going to be doing some stamping on our tag this month, and I've got various things that I'm going to be stamping with. I'm going to use regular stamping on an item. I've sort of been thinking about what I'm going to do here. I'm going to do some embossing, but using a stamp and then embossing powder over it. And it's sort of a little romantic theme that we're doing. So there's like a lovely little lovely rose that I've fussy cut. I've inked all these in advance and cut these out in advance because that was quite it was quite intricate. Took me some time. That's just from an old book. So yeah, and that's the lady that I'm going to be using on here. I'm going to attempt to make my own little envelope. There's be an insert with a secret message inside that one. Got a bit of lace for the topper, a little eyelet. I think on the envelope I've been making, don't laugh at me, but I've been making a little stamp seal myself. I've got some seals, some seal stamps should I say, but they're a bit big and my envelope's going to be small. So I've sort of done a makeshift here. I had this old sort of cupboard drawer pull, which was hinged. So this bit here was floppy. So I stuck some hot glue inside the hinge just to stabilize it. And I've used a little charm, don't know if you can see it, a little charm there, a little rose, little flower, which I stuck down with some glossy accents, and I'm hoping that's going to be okay. I've actually tested it and it turned out all right, so hopefully it'll turn all right today as well. So we'll make use of that. So let's get cracking. So right, I've got some Versamark and some black embossing powder here. So we'll start. I've been thinking of using this, I've got this stamp here, which is, it's a Stampers Anonymous script stamp, which I've had for a while, a long time. Don't even know if it's still available. But it's quite big, so I've stuck it on my stamping platform sort of drop down lid thing, because that's big enough. And I'm going to be sort of doing the script in different ways. Actually, I'll get some kitchen roll here as well, just for this bit, just so I can get any like excess ink that I put onto there, onto the towel and not my table. So I hope you all enjoyed your May. And yes, another month goes by. We're in June already. We have had record temperatures here in Britain. More so down south, which is the usual, but still been hot up here. I think we had it at 30 degrees one day last week. I think it was Monday. I think it got up to 35 down south in London. So just crazy temperatures. Today we've just had, well, just now we've just had a huge downpour and some thunder, which I love. I love thunder, especially when I'm tucked up inside. I'll just check that's the right way up. I'm going to just sort of do it on the wonk so that it's not straight, if you know what I mean. Just make sure I'm covering my tag. I'll just stamp that down. But yeah, these hot days, been really suffering with hay fever. So there might be a video one day where I'm not coughing, spluttering, sniffing. Well, I'm not actually coughing at the moment, but oh, my sinuses have been full with pollen of some description. I've never suffered so bad as I have this year. I'll just start that again. Further down. So I'm actually off this week, so that's given me time to play. And I'm going to, I'm filming this on the 2nd, it's a Tuesday. And Thursday I'll be going down to Yorkshire for a couple of days to catch up with my family. So that'll be nice. And then when I get back, oops, excuse the traffic. I don't know if you heard that. You may even hear some thunder at some point. Right, just I think I want to go in a different direction. Yeah, just make sure I line it up. Oops. These are really handy if you get achy wrists and hands. So that's that stamped. You can probably see a bit of ink that was already on the stamp there, because I have trialed this one before I actually decided to film it, just to see how it would go. Right, let's get some embossing ink on there. Thanks again to, I've actually got some more people subscribing to the channel, which is brilliant. It's not perfect, but it will do. Let's get this back. This stuff gets everywhere. And it's very effective. And I do like the results. I don't get any gain without the pain. Let's get rid of that. I'll just heat that up and set it. It's a bit smudgy there. I must have moved the stamp a little bit, but we can work with it. It's a grungy tag after all. On the turn now. most of this bottom back will be fairly covered anyway, but it's not perfect. But it's fine. I just can't see if it's melting now. Yeah, gotta be careful with this mat. So used to working on my glass mat, but it's no good for filming. Yeah, I think we've got it. But yeah, the embossing provides a little bit of texture for the tag as well. Yeah, I think that's fine. Just let that cool down a bit. Alright, while that's cooling down, I'll make this little envelope. Alright, I'm going to do this by hand. I did have one of those envelope sort of punch boards, you know, the We Are Memory Keepers ones, but it actually broke. It didn't last very long actually. The sort of thing that you push down just broke. Perhaps I was being a bit too heavy-handed with it, I don't know. But yeah, the way I know how to do it by hand, this is just, oh, so the measurements of it. It's 3.5 by 3.5 square. And you just go corner to corner, and I just pinch it there. Sorry, can you see what I'm doing here? I'm just pinching it there in the middle, and use the other 2 points as well, and again just pinch it in the middle. That forms a cross, and I'm just going to put a little dot where the middle is, which is there. Okay, now I'm going to put this one of the points towards just landing on that dot there, and just fold it, and the opposite side the exact same thing. Show them even. And I open it up again so that when I pin the bottom up, I'm lining the lines up so that you know that it's straight. So the line, oh, helps if you do it straight though, eh? Yeah, oh, the lines are straight there. So open that up again, fold them over, and I'm just going to trim a little bit of trimming. So I'm just going to cut away little triangles there in the corner. And I'm just going just past the line to sort of try and prevent sort of buckling. I'm just going to get a ruler. It's a bit hard doing it on such a small one. And what I do here is just line up where the papers meet on both sides. Let's do that up. Make sure that is straight. Yeah. Oh, no. I'm just going to bend that over so that it's hidden underneath. Let's get a little bit of glue. I'll just stick that bit down. And top there. Again with my ruler. And there's a little envelope. I'm actually going to be sealing this envelope, so I'm not going to worry too much about cutting the other two, but you can actually, there's a tiny little overlap there that you could actually cut off, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to seal these bits. And I'll just round a little top there and the corner rounder, so it's not a harsh pointy end. And so let's get some inking and I'll just seal my glue. Just using Vintage Photo. I want it nice and grungy because my tag is, I actually coffee dyed my tag, and that's quite grungy, so I need to grunge this up. So I've been looking at a few other creators that are doing the challenge, and there's some fabulous makes out there, there really is. Thanks Laurie for doing the challenge. It's definitely made me come out a bit more. Right, inside the envelope I've got a little card here, which I will just round the corners and that. Just a little. And also ink. And there's going to be a nice little secret message inside the envelope because I'm actually going to seal it. So if anyone actually opens it up one day, they will see the little message. Right, so I've got another stamping set here. Again, Stampers Anonymous. This is Tim Holt's one. It's called Curiosity Shop. And I'm going to use the label there. And a little sentiment. I think we'll go with thinking of you. Excuse me. That little thing here, yeah. So I'll do the label first. And some black ink. Or shall I do red ink? No, I'll do black ink. Or shall I do red ink? Actually, I will do red on the label. It's just a thin outline. That's Vermilion Red archival ink. I love that colour red. That's right, let's see if I can Am I still in camera here? Yeah, just. I just want to try and centre this. And get the sentiment in. I'll do that in black. Can you hear that thunder out there? There's some real, honestly, huge lightning. I don't get the sort of forked lightning that you get in the sky that you can see. It's pretty low down here in Britain. But honestly, it just went on for ages. I'm like rushing around the house, turning everything off. Right, so that little secret message is going to go in the envelope. So I'm going to seal the envelope now. So I just thought it was a nice thought that if somebody picked up this tag one day in the future and they decided to open the envelope, there would be this lovely little secret message in there. I've also got a little ornate stamp here. This is from a set I think I got on Amazon at some point. It's had no name to it, just a generic type of thing. And I think I will put that on the front there. Yeah, I'll do that in red. There we go. I don't know what I want to put on the front actually. Do I want to put anything? I think what I might do is there's another thing. I might use that heart. Obviously it won't fit it all on, but let's just put that one back. I'll get the other one out. Don't think I've ever used that. So let's christen it. I'll just centre that on there. And again, I think I'll use the red. And I'll just put that across. Bring it closer to me. There we go. That looks nice on the front there. And on the back, I want to do this wax seal, don't I? Right, I should have put my candle on. We can do that now. Right, let's get my lighter. Oh. I've got some wax here. I think we might do, I think predominantly red. I'll do a little gold. I think that might do it. What I'm probably going to try and achieve here is a little, once it's melted, I'll sort of swirl it around a little bit to sort of create sort of like a marbled look kind of thing. Just bear with me. I'll just pause you while that's melting and I'll come back again. Now I'm back. I think it's melted now. So I've got this little bamboo stick and I'm just gonna sort of swirl the gold in a little bit just to mix it with the red, but not totally, just so you can still see the bits of gold. Okay, let's wipe that off. Alright, here goes. Are you in camera? Yeah. So I'm just gonna pour just a little bit onto there. And let's see if I can hit the flower on it. I'll just have to hold that up a bit because it won't stand on its own, I don't think. Well, it might do actually now that it's sticking to the thing. So let's just turn that out. I was getting patient with these. I want to see how it turns out. I think it should do now. Yay! It worked. I don't know whether you can see. So yeah, it's handy sort of using, you know, if you've got like the wax seal stamps that are too big, just make your own with charms. So I'm really pleased with that. So that's little envelope done. So right, back to the tag. I'll just get rid of this with all the embossing detritus on it. Don't you just love that word, detritus? Right, so I think I want the flower, the rose to go there. So I think we'll glue that down. So my glue is flowing. I'm just going to take some gluing. So, what is everybody doing for the summer? Have you got any holidays planned or anything exciting going on? Catching up with families? And I watched Joey's video, and he's just found out he's going to be a great uncle, which is fabulous news. Yeah, no, I've not got any holidays planned as such. I've got time off planned. Apart from this trip to Yorkshire, I'm pretty much going to be a home bird this year. Okay, so it's stuck down. That's a bit fiddly, this, and a bit fragile. I want it fairly at the top there. Just get some, just pat that down. Take the towel just to get any bits of glue off. There we go. That's down nicely. And for a little girl here, I've inked her already. I chopped a little bit off this. It's one of these portraits from Tim Holtz. I knew that would go there. It's going to serve as a little tuck spot as well. So I'll put that down. So I just want to glue the two sides there. That's okay. All right, let's get our tag shape. And we'll do some more inking. Actually, I just want to round the corners at the bottom there. Just because, if I can, that is. In fact, I'll do just a little snip. So I think the card's too thick at that end. I'm just using Vintage Photo again. So yeah, I just wanted to pay homage to the written letter with this tag, because yeah, it's a rarity to get one these days, isn't it? It's a rare to get any post, really. If you do, it's normally a bill or junk mail, which we do make use of. But yeah, it's, you know, it's very rare that you get something handwritten, you know, a nice letter in the post these days. We're all onto emails and text messaging and stuff like that. Right, I'm going to pause you now because I want to sew around the tag. So I'll be back in a minute. Right, that's that done. I've just done a straight stitch all the way around just to frame it. You can probably see better on the back. I need to ink. back here. I like to go over the stitching because sometimes when the needle pushes through, it creates a little white dot. So if you just go over it with your ink, that gets rid of that. Okay. Right, now for a topper. I've got a bit of lace here, which I think is fitting for the subject. Let's get my crocodile. I've got a little copper eyelet there. Just eyeball the centre. Oh. I'll just set the eyelet. There we are. I think that copper looks quite nice there. Let's see if I can get the lace through. Get rid of that now. There we are. That's nice. I like that. So the little envelope is just going to slot in there. Obviously it feels a bit tight now. Hang on. It should go in, no bother. There we are. Just slot that in there. Just tucks in nicely. And there is my tag. I'll bring your camera up a bit. You can see it a bit better. Yeah. So that's my take on Stamped, which is the June prompt for the hashtag Grungy Tag Challenge 2026. So I hope you've enjoyed me making that tag. And I will be back for definite next month for another grungy, I can't even say it. For another grungy tag challenge, which is, what is it for July? Rusted or painted. Very good. That's another one to get my head round. But this is it for this month. I hope you've enjoyed that. And like I say, thanks again everyone that's newly subscribed to my channel, and for everyone else that has stuck by me. The numbers are slowly increasing. But yeah, I thank you all. It's just brilliant. It's just nice to know that somebody wants to view what I'm up to. So there we are for this month. Take care everybody, and I will see you all very soon. Bye for now.